Hello, folks, and welcome to historic Fenway Park for an afternoon of professional wrestling action as part of El Mundo, Boston's Latino Family Festival. I am joined at this time by the one and the only Chad Epik. To my left and to my right, we've got a living legend here, folks. We've got the winner of the first season of Survivor, Mr. Richard Hatch. Welcome back, Rich.
Hey guys, pleasure to be here.
Excellent to have you here.
To add the best season of Survivor.
The one that mattered.
There was nothing else after that. Everything else sucked.
Thanks, man.
Well, I try to be impartial here, folks.
Hey, thanks for showing up with clothes, by the way.
Hey, my pleasure.
Appreciate
My
that.
pleasure. No promises, though.
Oh joy.
Well, the night is still early here, folks.
Al, and speaking of it still being early, Ryan Fraust with his lovely valet is definitely having a fight ahead of him because this man is a New England legend coming out right now.
You know him?
Oh, I know him.
All right.
I've known him very well.
Not
him. Well, folks, that's not the man I was talking about. Maybe in a couple more decades he'll be a legend, but that's Mr. Smart Mark Sterling. That's Smart Mark Sterling. His name is Mark Sterling.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Yeah, I'm following.
He's a valedictorian.
In a class of what?
A class of his own, sir.
You know, there's a difference. A valedictorian in a class of 3,000 or a class of 3.
He got his. Now this is the legend I was talking about. To the New England Hall of Famer. I've stood across the ring from him, and I've been in his corner. I can tell you this: my jaw prefers being in his corner.
There he is, folks, being led to the ring by Chairman 94.5's Money Mav, the slick one, Slyck Wagner Brown. Fenway faithful here, ready to put their W's up in the air.
So your money's on Wagner Brown, is it?
Well, I'm here to be impartial.
No, but he down there, he's talking a big story about him.
Mr. Wagner.
Yo, brother.
Looking at one of the best here, folks. He comes over to show us some love over here at the commentary table. It made me feel good.
Slyck Wagner Brown has been doing this for exactly 23 years and change. He's the current New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Champion.
This man's got some confidence on his face.
As well he should.
The owner, operator, and head trainer of the Test of Strength Wrestling School.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Slyck Wagner Brown is one of the best in New England and maybe one of the best in the country.
Do you think these other two guys are shaking in their boots?
Not at all.
They think they're going to take him, do
Smart
they?
Mark Sterling always does his homework. Not only are his feet educated, but his hands, his hair, everything about him is educated.
That's a smart man, I guess.
Well, could Ryan Fraust be the equalizer in this match?
Maybe.
Is this a three-person
This is
round?
what we call a triple threat match.
I'll be darned. Okay.
And don't worry, of course, our senior zebra for this match, Mr. Tuttle.
Rob Tuttle going to do his best to keep order in this contest.
First triple of the day. It's on.
Triple threat rules, Mr. Hatch, is very
now,
simple.
wait a minute.
There are none.
What do we have here? What's happening now with Smart Mark Sterling? What's he saying to Ryan Fraust here?
Hey, I think we got this alliance thing going on again. I don't know.
Well, if you're in the ring with someone like Slyck, you might want to take any advantage you can. And Mr. Fraust, well, he just ate a fistful of Slyck.
All right. They are coming out swinging. Look at this. In the ropes, out of the ropes, back and forth.
Smart Mark Frost in the corner, taking out Slyck Wagner Brown, and you want to keep him down because that man is named Slyck Wagner Brown, and if you give him the advantage, he's probably about as slippery as a can of Crisco left out in the sun on a hot summer day. See?
Beautiful double clothesline there.
Not Mark Sterling and Ryan Frost, both on their backs. Boom! Oh, and Sterling slams him.
Slyck Wagner Brown with the big slam, with the slam to Smart Mark Sterling. Down on the mat now, leg drop.
They are down.
Slyck Wagner Brown showing why he wears the gold.
Everywhere he goes.
Look at the smile on his face. Look at the confidence. Still.
He's been doing this for so long. Of course he's smiling. He knows what to do, where to go. He is a ring general here in this business. And Mr. Hatch, I'm not sure your experience with professional wrestling, how long you've been following it.
This is my first match.
This is your first live match.
Today, I've never seen wrestling before.
This is fantastic. You are definitely in for a treat. Drew, what do you got to say?
Well, I got to tell you, Slyck Wagner Brothers, he takes a clubbing blow to the back of his neck. If there's a promotion that he hasn't held the gold in, it's just because he hasn't been there yet.
Did you just see what happened, though? The lovely lady on the outside grabbed his foot.
That's why I was wondering if Ryan Frost is going to play the equalizer in this match here. Smart Mark Sterling already trying to make an alliance with him to take out the veteran Slyck Wagner Brown. What are we going to see here?
Double suplex.
They all go down.
Center of the ring. How long is this going to last? You can only have one winner in a triple threat match.
It's going to be interesting to see here. Oh, it's the Fenway faithful here voicing their opinion.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Hatch, you know all about alliances. How fragile are they when only one can win?
They only last until the winning guy just splits off and goes for the gold.
Well, let's see who it is. Which one of these gentlemen will be the one to split off?
Ooh, Wagner Brown just took it in the back of the head.
Sure did. And it looks like we are seeing quite an alliance here between Smart Mark Sterling and Ryan Frost, and Slyck Wagner Brown worse for the wear because of it.
Well, unlike Survivor, Mr. Hatch, there is no immunity challenge in wrestling.
Nobody's tagging out.
No, it's every man for themselves. And one of these men, I mean, I'm going to keep making Survivor jokes all night. One of these men here are starving for a victory.
Oh, my gosh. I'll tell them a lot about starving.
Talk about Survivor puns. The wheels are turning. Myself, I'm going to wait a few minutes. So as we see a vicious backbreaker there.
So that's the difference between me and you, Drew. Your wheels need to turn. Mine never stop.
Well, look at this, fellas. Smart Mark Sterling and Ryan Frost are not attacking one another. They're all focused, both completely focused on Wagner Brown.
Like as soon as that came out of your mouth, the pin happened, and, well, Ryan didn't like it too much.
No, but neither of them are really going after one another. They are focused on getting Wagner out of this match.
Definitely. It looks so. It definitely appears so as we see Ryan.
He's on the ropes.
He's distracting the referee, but I don't know why. It's a triple threat match.
Well, I would say
there's no rules.
If you can wear down the veteran Slyck Wagner Brown and keep him out of the way, then your chances of victory are that much greater. And that may be exactly what Smart Mark Sterling is doing in this contest.
And, you know, I completely forgot, but the, what's his name from Jammin' is on the outside still.
That's right. Money Mav.
I thought he went back. Oh, Slyck Wagner slaps the taste out of his mouth. Why does Smart Mark Sterling have, like, grayer hair than I do? I think I am like 10, 15. He got grayer hair than Hatch does.
It's all that brain activity. That's how he got smart.
I mean, is that how you won Survivor?
It's got to be. I'm pretty damn gray myself.
It's the stress of staying up all those late nights and doing all that studying.
See, so just like Survivor, in wrestling, you're going to be cunning, and you're going to be a little devious and underhanded at times.
You do, but the key is also to adapt. You've got to adapt in seconds flat. You can't plan for everything.
Richard Hatch here with the on-point pro wrestling commentary. I love it, folks.
You never know what's coming at you.
What's Smart Mark Sterling doing there on the outside there? He's reaching his hand out.
Well, I think he actually busted
Smart Mark Sterling
face.
is busted wide open here, folks.
The ref doesn't
Wait
even
a minute.
see his hand.
Smart Mark's nose is broken in half. Mr. Hatch, when you have an injury, what happens with something like that?
You get pulled from the game if you're about to die, but other than that, you're stuck with it.
Well, these guys aren't out there playing patty cake. This is pro wrestling.
No, and he's got his hand out, but I don't think the referee even saw it. So Wagner Brown is still in. He's suffering, but he is still in. And it looks like he's about to get a big hit right here.
Uh-oh. Ryan Frost now having words for the Fenway faithful here. Oh! Elbow drop, nobody home.
So let me get this right. You're going to disrespect Slyck Wagner Brown in his hometown, in a place that helped Killer Kowalski, another great Killer Kowalski student right there. And you're going to do all that in his hometown. You don't think he's going to get fired up there?
Yeah, well, once Slyck gets fired up, especially in a high-stakes contest like this, definitely doesn't fare well for his opponent as he puts the big boot up.
Damn!
Oh. That's a double slam to Ryan Frost. Wagner Brown is taking him down.
Pair of vicious clotheslines there by Slyck Wagner Brown.
Slyck Wagner Brown right now is not, oh, damn, not fooling around. He is done. He is angry.
Well, we keep seeing that, but this is not an easy match to call because they just keep coming back up.
Got to wonder now what's going to happen here with Smart Mark Sterling as he made his way in the back to take care of all that blood.
Well, his nose was busted open.
Oh my goodness!
He just drop kicked the broad. He just drop kicked the broad. Are you allowed to do that on Survivor? Can you drop kick a broad?
Hey, I would have if she was doing what she's doing here. She's been cheating all along.
Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And the veteran, Slyck Wagner Brown, ekes out the victory here.
Slyck Wagner Brown picking up a huge victory.
Well, fellas,
at Fenway Park.
You said he had the experience. I guess he did.
And there you have it. A dual champion, Slyck Wagner Brown, coming in, looking oh so impressive.
Two of Boston's best in both radio and wrestling, Money Mav and Slyck Wagner Brown. Fenway faithful here loving this.
Well, here at Fenway Park, historic Fenway Park, the El Mundo Festival, the Belton Cub, and of course Dante Luna. And hell, this is a hell of a match.
Great match here. Fans being treated to some of the best wrestling action in the area and in the country.
You know what? As always, Drew, the pleasure's been all yours. Mr. Hatch, I'll actually say this. The pleasure was mine, sir.
Well, much appreciated. I just following in you guys' footsteps, looking to see how it's done.
All right, well, for the Survivor and for the Epik one, we will see you next time from El Mundo, Boston's Latino Family Festival.